Well, hey everybody, it's your good buddy 650 Ebe here, and there's a reason why we're freezing our arses off in the cold temperatures, 12 degrees right now here in Pennsylvania, and that's because today we're going to do something very, very special. We're going to actually weigh my 2019 Ducati Panigale V4 R with its awesome Roaring Toyz 3.5-inch extended swing arm. We're going to weigh it against my good buddy Chris Progno's beautiful black Ducati Panigale V4 R with his Roaring Toyz 5-inch extended swing arm. His bike is what I would call butchered to the 15th degree, and mine is almost there, but not quite as much. And we're going to see what those two motorcycles weigh back to back. But if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you're already a subscriber, tap that bell, and you'll get notified when new content is uploaded. Chris is over there hanging out with us, freezing his butt off. Hey Chris, thanks for helping us out. We got the beautiful CBR 1000 RR Fireblade SP that I'm taking, that Chris is taking to Brentuning. Thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, because Brendan is just about ready to flash the ECU on this beautiful motorcycle, and when he does that, the power from this sick savage of a motorcycle will be released. So I will have the world's first unlocked ECU on the CBR 1000 RR Fireblade SP, courtesy of my good friends at Brentuning. Chris is going to drop the bike off to them. I'm going to actually pick it up from Brentuning, make some dyno videos, talk to Brendan about everything that was involved in the ECU flashing, show you the before and after dyno results of his efforts. It's going to be an amazing video. But what we're going to talk about today are our Panigale V4 Rs. Since I had to meet up with Chris here in Pennsylvania so he can take the bike there, I decided to bring my V4R. And because I never weighed it since I had the Roaring Toyz swing arm installed, and then Chris brought his as well to weigh his back to back. Now, we want to confirm that both of these motorcycles have a full tank of gasoline, which, by the way, is the only way to weigh motorcycles, because there's no guesswork. I can't say that, hey, I have 1 gallon in mine, he has 1 gallon in his. I mean, who knows? You really can't verify that, but we can verify that both of these motorcycles right now have a complete full tank of fuel. As we examine Chris's fuel tank, you can see it there. So now that we've got that out of the way, and I'll try to put this on with my cold fingers, we can talk about these motorcycles, how they look, and how much they're going to weigh on these scales. Because, I got it. Chris is like, put the damn thing on and freezing my butt off. But yeah, first let's talk about Chris's bike. This is what we would call, this is what we would call a max effort machine. To me, it's totally beautiful. I mean, not all of you will agree, but Chris, let's talk about this, man. Why did you do this to your bike, and what was the outcome of you doing that to your bike?
I guess just try to go as fast as you can.
Yes.
You know, I took it to EGR Performance, and Evan went through it. First time anybody's ever done this with a Ducati.
Yep.
Obviously, I know the ZX10 and the Gixxers and stuff have been done 100 million times. You know.
Yes.
So he just went through, stripped every ounce of weight we could try to get out of it without the bike lighting up like a Christmas tree.
Yes.
Because Ducati's electronic package and stuff. So I'm hoping it's going to be lighter than yours.
Yeah, it better be for all that.
Well, if it's not, then
yeah,
we did a lot of work for nothing.
Let's talk about the work that you did, Chris. If you could go over and tell us the stuff that you removed.
So obviously, this is not going to reduce weight, but we put the arm on, you know, for better roll racing, so we don't wheelie. We can leave in first gear, same as what you did. So first and foremost, back here, there's no more disc. We had to leave the tone ring back there for the speed sensor, so the computer system doesn't go goofy. Yes. But there's no rear caliper or disc. We also, with that also being removed, we have no brake lever.
Oh wow.
No reservoir or any of that stuff for the rear brake. So that's where we start. You can keep coming on down here. Obviously, we have no front rotor.
The Stylima's gone.
No front rotor and no front caliper.
Yeah. Can I get that caliper to, you know, put it around my neck for a necklace or something?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was going to bring that for you too.
Yeah.
So those are probably the two like major things.
Yes.
There's also, on this bike, there's two overflow
reservoirs. Yeah.
We took one of them off and all the duct work with it.
For the coolant.
For the coolant, yeah.
Yep.
So there's only one on there. Pair valve, bunch of other just like plumbing stuff. We wanted to get rid of the ABS pump. At this time we can't because it just completely throws the bike into a disarray.
Yes.
So that's still on there. It's like maybe 1.5 pounds.
Okay.
We did the carbon fiber rear tail.
Oh yeah, subframe.
Same, same
full
as your
6.
bike.
Yep. Full 6 subframe. And you had yours painted as well.
Yep.
Looks like from our good friends at Ducati Detroit. I can still see some carbon fiber in that looks brilliant. You have the BST wheels on it as well.
Yep.
They look great. I love that style of wheel. I have those on my H2. Those are beautiful wheels.
That right there is a 2 pound saving. It's not a ton, but it's 2 pounds. Our stock wheels are actually very light from the factory compared to the Gixxers and the ZX10s. So that's actually 2 pounds. The rear subframe, I believe, was like 5 or 6 pounds over the stock setup. Pretty much that's about it.
And what are we looking at here with the forks up here, Chris?
So that I had to actually shim the clip-on so I could lower the bike more. It's just basically to get the front end of the bike down. Same thing, aerodynamics and keeping the rear or the front wheel down, you know, when you take off in first gear.
So how many inches is it lowered?
That's actually 2.25 inches right now.
Okay, perfect.
If you see these marks, this is where I started off. So that's
that's
originally where Evan had it.
Yep.
This is where I had it at Miami, and then the shims finally came in and I was able to drop it another 3/4 of an inch.
That's brilliant. Totally amazing. Okay, well, so we look at my bike. Not all of those sort of things are done to my bike. I still have the beautiful nickel-plated calipers that Manny from Moto Million gave me. I won't remove those. I love the way they look. I still have my full braking system. This is what Chris was talking about. That's removed on his bike back there. And then, yep, there's no disc or anything on his motorcycle also. Mine isn't lowered quite as much as you can see here. I think mine's lowered, what, 3/4 of an inch?
Yeah, yours looks like 3/4 of an inch.
Which is fine for me. The intention, what Chris was looking for was being up there with the EJRs, with the Dr. Gaps, with the rocket taxi type guys and all those things. For me, I'm such a big guy, that was never my intention. My intention for my bike was just to be able to leave in first gear, have some fun with my mates, you know, race the S1000s out there, the people that weigh what I weigh, the guys that are 225 pounds and above, just to have some fun with that. And personally, I think that my bike looks better. I know a lot of people don't share that opinion, but I think it actually looks better with this beautiful billet aluminum Roaring Toyz 3.5 inch extended swing arm. I think it looks much better than the black stock swing arm that was on the bike. And I actually think these bikes look great stretched. They kind of remind me of the Bat bikes from the Batman movies. And I really like it, especially Chris's, because his is all black. As you can see, I'm very excited about these motorcycles. But now it is time for us to see how much that motorcycle weighs. Now, if you're a follower of my channel, you might remember that before we had the Roaring Toyz arm put on the motorcycle, the bike weighed 415 pounds with a full tank of fuel. Now, let's see how much it weighs. We've got the Intercomp wireless scales. Special shout out to my good friends at Intercomp for sending us these scales. 429 pounds. So, the motorcycle is 14 pounds heavier with the Roaring Toyz extended 3.5 inch extended swing arm than it was stock. Again, 429 pounds. It fluctuates between 430 and 429. We're going to call it at 429 pounds. Is what the bike weighs. Not bad, Chris. I mean,
it is what it is. What are you going to do?
Yeah,
you take the good with the bad.
That weight it's low on the bike. It's sort of like it's at a good point. I mean, it's not like it's at the top of the motorcycle. So, you know, I think that weight might even help keep the bike planted for when you're taking off in first gear.
Yeah, you could. I mean, it definitely is if you're going to want weight, that's where you're going to want it. Yep. Lower in the bike, lower center of gravity, you know. And we just don't. Then the bad part is we just don't have a choice.
Yes.
You know, we don't have a lot of choices like the other Jap bikes as far as you know, options for arms.
Yes. And I don't know if our Honda has a full tank of fuel. We weighed this bike before. It was 454 pounds. So this CBR is 454 pounds. Yeah, we can open that up and see how much fuel is actually in there. Yeah, we don't see any fuel in there at all. So there's no telling. We should have filled it up. But, you know, we'll throw this on a scale too just for the hell of it, but it weighs a lot more than our Panigales. Okay, so we see how much the bike weighs. Chris, if you want to continue recording, I'll move it off. I don't want you to have to do all the work. And we'll put Chris's bike on.
Is it gonna stay with my chopped kickstand?
Yeah. Look at that.
Barely.
Yeah, let's see. You do the honors. You tell us.
Well, it's quite a bit lighter than yours.
Oh my God, am I going to be upset? Is it 415 pounds what my bike was? Whoa! 412 pounds. That is amazing, Chris. What the hell? So folks, as you can see, I'm really excited now. As you can see, all of Christopher and EJR's butchering efforts have equated to this motorcycle being 17 pounds lighter than my motorcycle. So on the scales, let's see what she weighs. I'm very curious. Wow, 440 pounds. 440 pounds. That is absolutely amazing that bone stock Panigale V4 R weighs as much as an 1103cc Ducati Panigale V4 Speciale. Totally amazing. And as you can see, my modified Moto A Million Edition Panigale V4 R weighs 25 pounds less than that bone stock machine. That is significant weight reduction thanks mostly to a lot of carbon fiber. Totally amazing. Wow. And then we take a look at these beautiful V4 Superleggeras, and they are indeed super light. 401 pounds for Jim Caviezel's motorcycle. As you can see, he has a few additional parts on it than the other one we're going to talk about in a second. He has a radar detector, he has a mount for a tank bag, a few other things that he has, mirrors and stuff and all that, but still very impressive. 401 pounds. And the absolute most breathtaking, stunning reveal that we had here today, 398 pounds for this beautiful V4 Superleggera. And even though his swing arm is 1.5 inches longer, so technically his swing arm is supposed to weigh more than, well, it weighs more than mine, we know that because it's longer, yet his motorcycle weighs 17 pounds less than mine. Were you expecting that, sir?
I honestly was thinking, I was just hoping for 415, what yours was.
Whoa.
Once you know, when it had the stock arm on it.
Yes.
I've never really weighed it. I've weighed it like EJR style with the bathroom, you know,
sure.
with less fuel in it. I've never done it empty, and I've never done it full.
Yeah.
And I've been in the, you know, 390, you know, 385 range. So I kind of figured with a full tank of fuel is going to be somewhere in that 415 range.
Yeah.
So the 412 I'm really pleased with.
You should be, sir.
Yeah, it's a few pounds less than I was expecting.
Wow, 412 pounds. 3 pounds lighter than my bike was with the stock arm from his butchering efforts. Oh, that's amazing. That is really amazing. I'm surprised, guys. So that's why this motorcycle, if you've seen my previous video, this bike did 210 miles per hour, GPS confirmed with Dr. Gap piloting the machine. This is a sick Savage. This motorcycle is really to be reckoned with, man. This motorcycle is really, really something. So watch out for this motorcycle on the SmackDown streets. I'm amazed. Really? 418 pounds. Yeah, it needs fuel. It doesn't have any fuel in it. these motorcycles up and get the heck out of here. So I hope you enjoyed this quick video of what the bikes weigh and how they sound. They're really brilliant machines. Stay tuned for more smackdowns and racing of these awesome motorcycles on these beautiful streets. We're going to take this Honda over to Brentuning right now to get the ECU Flash so that this bike will be a sick Savage as well. Stay tuned for the awesome videos from Brentuning of the before and after of the dyno on that machine. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you're already a subscriber, tap that bell and you'll get notified when new content is uploaded. Oh man, it's cold out here. It really is cold. So there should be no questions as to why we're not riding these motorcycles. Way too cold today. But for right now, let's get them packed up. Wow, I can barely talk. 12 degrees Fahrenheit. Get these things packed up, put in a trailer, and get the heck out of here. Oh, he also deleted his winglets too, guys. I don't know if you saw that. So there you go. 412 pound monster, 429 pound beautiful Ducati Panigales. Thanks for viewing the videos, guys. We'll catch you next time on the 650 EB YouTube channel.